Birmingham. It's gonna take forever, but we're not used to driving in straight lines. So I think Nirav's like falling asleep. We wanna weave in and out and like dodge some cows again, but we can't wait to talk about what we've done.
I've got the. Can you hear the music in the background? It's the theme. It's the A team, because I reckon you guys are a bit of like the A team. How did you get hit by the rickshaw today, by the way?
Not today, but we have. As we go through the show, we'll tell you about the rickshaw that we're actually bringing to the UK, and it'll be with us in a few months' time.
Fantastic! You are actually bringing a rickshaw to the country.
Yep.
Do I get a go? Can I get a go?
Yeah, guys. She's called Basanti.
Love it. So tell me exactly what you wanted to do.
So what we wanted to do is travel across India, see the real India. We've been working with a charity called Care Education Trust, and we're the youth team of the charity for the last couple of years. And we actually wanted to go out there and see the difference that the charity is making, but not only that, how we can, using the charity, make even more of an impact and change many, many more lives.
We bought 3 rickshaws. We're donating 2 of them to Manali, and we're going to bring 1 back. And basically all of us drove. So all 4 girls and 5 guys, we all took it in turn. So 3 people in each rickshaw driving from Bhuj to Manali. That's 2,000 kilometres.
Ouch. Ouch. Actually, that sounds not too bad, because you're slightly undercover, aren't you, in a rickshaw? But you know, how many people are you squeezing in here, Nirav?
Well, it was 3 of us in each rickshaw, but you have to remember that although you're covered, it kind of makes it worse because you're in this little plastic shell going through Gujarat, Rajasthan, the Rann of Kutch, Rajasthan deserts, and it is desert. It's 35-40 degrees heat, dry heat, dusty heat, and it does take a lot of stamina to keep going for the distances that we covered.
And it can be slightly uncomfortable.
It was really uncomfortable. I mean, we just became aware of how much water we were drinking. We became aware of how hot it was and the amount of dust there is as you're driving. It's all open, so we had to like mask ourselves. You could only see our eyes, and it was an experience. I think when I was driving and when the girls were driving, we got the major impact. I mean, people would follow us around on their motorbikes. People would take pictures of us for evidence. People had to look 3 or 4 times to see, oh my god, is that a girl driving? And they actually literally they couldn't believe it. And then when we explained to them what we were doing, they were just amazed. I mean, you don't see girls driving rickshaws any day. I mean, you can see them in buses and trains and stuff, but we haven't seen them in rickshaws, so everybody found that just surreal.
I bet it was. But for some music, actually, and this is something that you guys have chosen, right? Because we're going to go with Chikni Chameli. Explain why, Aarti, you've chosen Chikni Chameli.
Okay, so when we arrived in Manali, at our endpoint, we had the best reception ever. They gave us like such a nice welcoming, and they put on a show for us. And after that show was over, we had like a mini rave with all these little kids. And this song came on, and I'm not even joking, these kids knew all the steps, they knew all the songs, and they just surrounded us, they were jumping on us, and that's like one of the best moments that we had. I mean, it doesn't compare to any clubbing that we've done ever, but these kids just made the night. It was amazing.
Why did you go for this charity though? What was it that kind of inspired you to choose this one?
For me personally, I have a bit of family connection with it, but also it's 100% grassroots charity. That means all the costs are borne by the volunteers, the trustees, and even on this trip, the Rickshawalas, we paid every bit of our own personal expenses. So every single penny that was donated to us, corporate, personal or online, actually goes to the kids, and it makes that real difference. And from what I've seen, we visited 4 or 5 centres while we were out there, and every penny makes such a big difference, and the management process in place out there is really changing lives.
Our website is www.rickshawalas.com. That's RICKSHAWALAS.com, and our Facebook page is www.facebook.com/rickshawalas, and tweet us at rickshawalas.
I asked you to choose some music, and you said to me, Aarti, that we were being really stingy.
Yeah.
Tell me about.
Okay, so basically, we went to this recre, we went to have chai, and we saw these radios, and they were about 800 rupees. And I was like, let's buy a radio, so at least we can sing along to it. And everybody was like, no, we don't need a radio. We can just sing along by ourselves. So we spent the whole 12 days playing Antakshari in our rickshaws, and we used to play charades across the rickshaws, and that's how we spent. But the only thing was that every song we sang, we only knew like the first 2 lines, and then we went no.
But listen, so you know the words to this next song, right?
Oh yes.
We know 3 of them.
What 3 words do you know?
Meri Jaan, Meri Jaan.
Here we go. Here it is for you guys. Thank you so much for joining me on the programme. It's Nirav, Aarti and Bhavik, who are 3 of the Rickshawalas. Lovely to meet you guys. Thank you very much indeed for joining me on the programme. 9 minutes to midday.